Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, January 29th. The southern storm brushed the I-95 corridor with some snow last night, anywhere from a coating in the northern and western suburbs of the big cities to an inch or so in the big cities, and even more as you move towards the coastline. 3 to 6 inches of snow fell overnight at the Jersey Shore along southern and central New Jersey coastline. All of that has pulled out this morning. All we're left with is the bitter cold air. Another 24 hours or so of bitter cold conditions. High temperatures will struggle this afternoon to reach 20 degrees in many I-95 corridor locations and could again drop down to the single digits in some suburban locations overnight tonight. Well, let's start off with the coolweather.com map that shows record lows or near record lows this morning, and again it extends over a wide area from the upstate of New York all the way down into the deep south. And this is very similar to what we saw yesterday, with a widespread area of record or near record lows. They had snow and ice in unusual locations late yesterday and last night, all the way down into Florida. Atlanta, Georgia had all kinds of traffic problems with the snowfall there. This morning it's in the 20s, even in the low 20s in parts of the panhandle of Florida, right in this region as well. Again, another day of bitter cold. Then there's modification, including here in the mid-Atlantic region. Looks like we'll all get up to 40 degrees by the time the weekend rolls around. Well, here's the latest surface map, and that Arctic front is all the way down into central Florida now. The low pressure that rode along that front is well off the coast right now. This area right here has some precipitation remaining, but for the most part it's cleared out here in the mid-Atlantic region. Arctic high pressure dives all the way down into the deep south. When that happens, you can expect very cold conditions all the way down into Florida, and again, indeed, it's in the low 20s right now in places in the northern panhandle of Florida, and single digits in the suburbs here of the big cities, and below zero temperatures remain all the way across the northern tier of states this morning. There's another batch of precipitation out in the northwest, much of this in the form of snow, as they too enjoy winter conditions as we approach the end of the month of January. Well, let's take a look at some GFS forecast maps for the upcoming several days. This is using last night's Zero-Z GFS model run. We'll look at 24-hour increments beginning with this evening. By this evening, high pressure dominates here and setting the stage for another bitter cold night here in the mid-Atlantic region. Again, temperatures under clear skies with fresh snow cover could drop into the single digits in the suburban locations of the big cities of D.C., Baltimore, Philadelphia, and New York City. It'll be a very cold start to the day on Thursday. And here's the forecast map for Thursday evening. Modification in temperatures on Thursday, but still very cold for this time of the year. Not quite as harsh as today or yesterday. High pressure continues to sit right along the East Coast, anchoring that cold air mass. But again, it is now by this time beginning some modifications, and we'll really notice a jump in temperatures by Friday. And here is the forecast map for Friday evening. That high pressure tends to disappear. A little bit of an area of precipitation could cause a rain or snow shower Friday night and during the day on Saturday. A little bit more likely Saturday night to see a couple of rain or snow showers as a frontal system works its way into the eastern part of the country. In fact, let's now jump ahead to the Saturday evening forecast map. And here it is from last night's Zero-Z GFS model run. The wave of low pressure along this front will jump to the north and west of the I-95 corridor. So Saturday looks like it'll be the mildest day of the week, with high temperatures from D.C. to New York City at least to 40 degrees, perhaps all the way up to 45 or so in the D.C. area. And again, there can be a few rain showers or maybe even still a snow shower in the I-95 corridor late in the day on Saturday or Saturday night. This front tends to slow down as it reaches the I-95 corridor. It still could cause a rain or snow shower on Sunday as somewhat moderately colder air moves into the Mid-Atlantic region, and it could be setting the stage for some interesting weather early next week. There's more moisture that will gather itself down along the Gulf of Mexico, and it looks like that could push our way along around Monday or Tuesday of next week, with marginally cold enough conditions for some frozen precipitation. So we'll monitor that possibility over the next couple of days. But for today, clearing skies and bitter cold conditions here in the Mid-Atlantic region. That's it for now. For the SIweather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.